Hey everybody, the Retwirl here, and welcome back to more Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Okay, I actually recorded this, about 2 hours ago? Yeah, around about that. But about half an hour in I realised that, for some reason, my stream was buffering like crazy, and I've spent the last 2 hours trying to figure out what the hell the issue is. And I would have to probably say that I more than likely haven't figured out what the issue is, so I do apologise. But I really want to record, so I don't want to put this off, just so I can try and fix a non-existent issue. Regardless. Temple. Because we're on investigation day 2. What do I do now? I can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty. This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. Now then. This court finds the accused, Maya Fey, and the defense, Phoenix Wright, guilty. Jeez. No! It doesn't count, it was scripted. Which just means it doesn't count. Mr. Wright! Albie! I saw the whole trial. What's going to happen to Miss Maya now? I'm worried about that too. But right now... we need to investigate the second murder. Yeah. I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor said Marty. Yes. This dagger. Oh yeah, it's got Maya's face. Yeah, fingerprints. It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it. Right now I need to focus on the next trial. The murder of Acolyte Zealot, right? At least the jury is still out on that one, so to speak. The two murders are most likely connected. If I can get to the bottom of Acolyte Zealot's murder, it might give me the ammunition I need to overturn Maya's guilty verdict. Let me help you investigate. I want to assist you any way I can. Bloody hell, he's eager. I appreciate it, Albie, but we're talking about a murder. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for a foreigner to investigate this on his own. You have a point there. I wish I knew what to do. Oh, look who it is. It's River. Looking pretty sad. Isn't that... your benevolence? Princess Rafa? Oh, it's you. Oh, it is you again. The dead lawyer walking, guilty of abetting a murderer under the Defense Culpability Act. I see she hasn't lost any of her charm. Why the long face? I thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. I am in no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. Okay, Mini Francisca. I failed in my sacred duty as the Royal Priestess. I guess that answers my question. Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitana? Yet again? This... it cannot be. Thud. It literally takes like 5 seconds to hit the floor. All I did was defend my client. I can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence? Your benevolence? Oh. Barbed head. I thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm. I'm not dead yet. I still have an investigation to do. For tomorrow's trial. What's this? Do you mean to say... you have not given up yet? That's right. I'm going to prove Maya's innocent tomorrow. Why? Ah, but why? Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such... obstinacy? Investigate all you want, I care not. You really don't mind? But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate like forge evidence? What's this? If left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know? Okay. Now to see if she takes the bait. Yes, I see your point. Barbed head. Yes. I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeed while I was not watching. Oh. Well, she misunderstood. But sure. Huh? That explains why I misunderstood the voice of the High Priest's soul. Yes, of course. That is the only explanation. Oh boy. I was just trying to cheer her up. Now she thinks even less of me. I must not allow you to sully our sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil. But your benevolence. It's okay, Albie. You don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. But first I should probably lighten my load a bit. Albie, would you mind holding on to some evidence for me? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Unnecessary evidence unloaded onto Albie. What a kind fellow. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Bye-bye. Now then. The scene of the crime is the logical place to start. If I recall correctly, the body was found at the Plaza of Devotion. Let's go! On the move. Here we go. I quite like the outline for the body. It just looks rather odd. Plaza of Devotion. Looks like the police already finished their investigation. To think someone would be killed here, a place devoted to prayer. A body outline and flowers? Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? And there's something different about the prayer flags today. It seems there's a new one. As the High Priest's disciple, Acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted to his training. First the High Priest and now his devoted disciple. Maya Fey will pay for this. As I keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. And you can prove this how? What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? You and your smart mouth. This is precisely why you and your loyally ilk are so reviled. Hey, Mr. Wright. Hey! Emma! It's that detective from your country again. It's the princess. You seem displeased that I am here. Oh, no. Don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry about what happened to Maya. It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. If I had just done mine. Mr. Wright. Well, it's no use crying over spilled milk. Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. Gladly. I'll help in any way I can. Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you commit no misdeeds. Of course not. You're talking to a professional here. Alright, there we go. Tell me about the incident. Let's see, how about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure. The victim is praise a lot. Of course it is. So we have trust in me, believe in me, and praise a lot. Or praise zealot. He was the High Priest's disciple. Hey, that's that same sticker that was on Phoenix's beanie in Apollo Justice. Yeah. His body was discovered around noon today, right after the rite wrapped up. So during the High Priest's murder trial. That's right. Apparently he had been here praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk about serious devotion. Yeah, I barely lasted a few minutes. Yeah, before your back gave way. This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body. Oh, Jesus. That dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? A tattoo or a radish? It's peach-shaped, or radish-shaped, or strawberry-shaped. Either or, really. Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done. But the victim remained bent over in prayer, and when they went over to check on him, they discovered he was dead, right? How would they not notice? Oh, you appear to have a dagger sticking out of you. Are you quite alright? Killed in the Plaza of Devotion. He has a peach-shaped tattoo on the nape of his neck. Yes, the estimated time of death is May 9th, sometime between the start of the riot and the discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place during the purification rite, and the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest, and then stabbed Mr. Zealot with the same dagger. Okay. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust into his upper back. Here's the autopsy report. Nice! Cause of death was a spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon. Yeah, that'll do it. Bidoo-doo. Estimated time of death, you say? How can you know such a thing? I want to know. Well, barbed head, out with it. Oh, so the princess of the Spirit Medium Kingdom is interested in forensic science? I have no interest in science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it would be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. There's nothing silly about it. I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Seth Mardy holds forensics in high regard. Does he? Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose it is nothing much compared to the divination seance. Yeah, science versus something that we have disproved multiple times. We have found a hole in multiple times. She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. Emma, I think she's actually interested. Would you mind explaining it to her? I guess I have to now. Okay, there are many ways to estimate the time of death, but the most well-known method uses the change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. That means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I see. That was quite enlightening. Barbed head, present your forehead now. What? Why? You feel just a little over 95 degrees. It seems you are not dead yet. Of course I'm not. It was but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking. I honestly think that Rafa kind of likes Phoenix. Not in, like, that way. I just think she does. She seems to joke around with him a lot. And just have fun, I guess. She's probably gonna warm up to him by the end of the game, I can guarantee that. I fail to see the humour in any of this. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. How's that even possible? Because everyone was bent over utterly devoted to prayer, naturally. Oh right, the back-shattering pose that nearly killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger in his upper back. I still failed to see how they wouldn't spot something protruding from a person's back. It's just a bit odd. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer they didn't see or hear anything. I can't believe this. What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence. The dagger. Sadly, yes. Ugh. Murder weapon. The Warbar dagger. Could you tell me about the murder weapon? The killer used the Warbar dagger, the legendary weapon of Lady Kira. It was discovered impaled in the victim's upper back, or lower neck. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yes, they were. The Warbard dagger, a dagger modelled after a warbard, said to have been used by Lady Kira. With such irrefutable evidence, There is no questioning the accused's guilt. Not so fast. What about motive? Maya had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. What do the police think about this matter? Okay, so motive. Tell me. Maya had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter. The police believe Maya is the Lady Kira figure who has been battling the rebels. And since Mr. Zealot was the disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel, he too was likely a rebel, and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher. Well. Yes, that is how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. Crap. Well, it seems we are up a shitty creek. With nary a paddle. I really blew it in court today. Yep. It was supposed to happen, it was scripted. Okay, so we have the body. Acolyte Zealot died bent over in prayer. There's no trace of blood on the ground though. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean it was a single stab to a vital point. Not that that would have been very difficult considering the position he was in. And also would have been none the wiser as well. We have the gate. To think I would witness a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless I had to. Those stairs were brutal to climb. What's this? Do you even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honour you have been afforded. Yes, your benevolence. Sheesh. It was a nightmare on the back, though. Albie said that these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me to not get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. We have flowers. So these flowers were left here in the memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called? They are known as Namanda, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost. It seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice. The Namanda. Namanda flower. A flower the Karaines use to pay tribute to the departed. Expresses heartfelt sympathy. What else can I look at? I can look at the carpet. Or the rug, whatever you want to call it. Acolyte Zealot was killed in a prayer pose. With his head bent over like that, the last thing he saw must have been this rug. It is a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon his departed soul. It's strange that there are no bloodstains, though. Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze. Or perhaps it was absorbed by his vestment. It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe. And then finally we have the prayer things. Prayer flags. This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest. Your benevolence, what does it say here? The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude. But if you must know. It says, at the usual spot, bring Rob the key too. That is one of the more direct and practical prayers I have ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer. Doubtful. If I had to put money on anything, I'd say it was written by a rebel and left there for another rebel to see. And the reason they could do something so blatant and obvious is because they don't read each other's prayers, because it's considered rude. So a brand new prayer flag found at the Plaza of Devotion has some writing on it. Don't all of them have writing on it? Okay. That message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here. You have not found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up? No, I'm not calling it quits yet. Does it look like you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright? Emma. I can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. What are you two sneaks up to? I would advise you to get back to work if you are done here, Detective. Otherwise, I will report you to Prosecutor Sadmadi for dereliction of duty. I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. And good luck. We'll need it. I should really pay a visit to everyone and every place connected with this case. Okay, so, was that a hint? The High Priest's house. There she is, at her shrine. Again. High Priest's house. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you again, but... It's really hard to tell that she's wearing a veil. Oh, it's you. Barbed head. You are not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Believe, are you? She lost her beloved husband, and now Acolyte Zealot, who was like a son to her. Of course I'm not. But since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say. Very well. And then there's the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Mrs. Inme. That probably means she isn't a rebel. Is this about poor Pare? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now. But what about Maya? She's innocent. Maya? I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, and now Pare. Mrs. Inme, you don't really believe that Maya is the killer, do you? I don't know. But that was the verdict, so what else can I believe? What am I to do? The verdict was already reached in your husband's case. But the truth of the matter is yet to be found. How can you be so sure? Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That is all I have right now. My faith. Or my faith in her. So please, help me understand what happened. So you're defending her based solely on faith. Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused. That's right. Alright then. Your faith has moved me. I will tell you what I can. Damn. Are you sure about this, Lady Believe? My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Karinism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you have lied about your faith in Maya Fey's innocence, I shall curse your entire family and all of your disciples for the next 8 generations. Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. Okay. Well, we can talk to her at least. Praise Allah. What a name. How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago, while my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across Pare collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. You were always one to help those in need, weren't you, dear? And he'd been living here ever since. About 2 years ago. That's around the time Maya arrived in Karine. Yes, he was born in a poor village, and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was like a member of our family too. I see. If this is where Acolyte Zealot lived, there might be something I could learn about him lying around here. Such as that photo. On the right-hand side. Yep. Oh, it's of all 4 of them. A photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. Oh, they all look so happy. Since Maya's in it, it must have been taken the day before the rite. I should ask Mrs. Inme about it. A picture of Maya and the High Priest's family taken during the Feast of Blessings on the day before the rite. To think that this would be their final family photo. That no-good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is posing with the 2 men whom she would soon kill. I beg to differ. I see this photo as proof that she didn't kill them. That smile of hers does not fool me. I sense a deep and abiding malice behind it. I'll prove Maya's smile is the real deal. Oh no, present. I was just gonna talk to her. Silly me. Now tell me about this family photo. Can I ask you about this photo? She's also wearing a steel samurai wristwatch. Or something. It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held. The Feast of Blessings. Would you mind telling me a little more about it? The day before. This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings.
Bum bum bum.
The Feast of Blessings. Yes, it's forbidden to eat during the days of the rite, so the day before it's performed, we enjoy dishes full of ginger ale. An herb. An herb? A herb known to strengthen the body and mind. You love the ginger ale based dishes I make, didn't you, dear? Ginger ale. I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some. Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customs say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 PM. That's pretty specific. It's because the smell is too strong. Or is it because the smell is too strong? A very good guess indeed. It's to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day. Wow, is it really that strong? Come to think of it, the evening before the murder, an overwhelming odour was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. Ew. After the Feast of Blessings, Pare went over to the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at the time? Shortly after Pare left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that. Okay, so that's her statement. A statement about the Feast of Blessings that was held the day before the rite. So Acolyte Zealot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite. According to the newspaper, today's purification rite. The thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum to the Plaza of Devotion until yesterday has melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks to for the blessings of the Holy Mother and Lady Kira. Habaraki. On the day before the rite, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. Pray always prayed a lot. I mean, that was his name. Yeah, Pray always prayed a lot, far more than anyone I have ever known. He was a devout young man whose faith was twice as strong as others. I don't know why, but that's kinda intimidating to me. Are we done here? Oh. I thought I'd have made some progress by now. But I haven't come across any particularly insightful information, even here. You seem disappointed. Mrs. Inmee, is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer... Bobbed head. Yes, I understand. Okay. Thank you for your help. I'm sorry to have troubled you. We have paid a visit to all of the people and places connected with this case. I think it is about time you prepared yourself for the inevitable, don't you? Nope. Why would I do that? Let's go check on Maya. Oh god, she looks pretty sad. No! I wonder if she's only so sad because she got Nick involved. Maya sure looks tired. I'm so sorry, Maya. I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. I never meant to get caught up in this whole mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it, too. And you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. Maybe they'll even commute your sentence if you do. I could never abandon you like that. You might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off a win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you. It's just... Don't worry. Maybe this extra day in court is a blessing from the Holy Mother. Let's use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down. You'll see. Okay. You're awfully quiet, Your Benevolence. It's only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought I would allow you a good talk before you depart from this world. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet. And we won't till the bitter end. There is no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of my FA. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that from that neophyte practitioner's soul. Then perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Sheesh. Wait. Was that her attempt at comforting me? Barbed head, further resistance shall come to naught. Stop your desperate struggle. Accept the judgment that has been passed on upon you. She obviously doesn't know me very well. Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted, and... Hold it right there, your benevolence. Why do you always have to be like that? Maya, what are you... What is the matter? I was simply showing some mercy upon your souls. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. And that is why I told you it will come to naught. No, it won't. Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to. He's defending his client, no matter what. Enough. There is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. For we have the divination seance. But your insights were wrong. Ooh. Oh boy, that's gotta hurt. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question. So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victim souls or the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? Ooh. You dare bring Her Holiness's name into this? You know nothing, you've... Oh god, she is such a child. Phony baloney. Please, you two, enough already. Sorry, Nick, I got a little carried away. That's not really like me, huh? No, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. Where no one else is. How dare you mock me so? You will not get away with this. Hi, Alice. How's it going? I was a fool to show you compassion, and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. So struggle all you want in the Hall of Justice tomorrow. You will receive your just deserts. As the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things, but it's just the way she was raised, I guess. Fabulous. Wow, you're that good. Are you playing with your, what is it? Polly Pockets, or whatever the bloody hell they're called. I'm good, thanks. I'm just hoping I don't run into any more technical difficulties. Which, I don't know. I might. Fingers crossed, though. Zealot's murder. Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can. No, the Polly Pockets, you freak. Or whatever they're called. Pocket Pollies? I don't bloody remember what you said. But I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Oh right. You suddenly felt sleepy and everything after that's a blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone, and I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kira. Although it's kind of cool to think there's a mysterious female vigilante out there. Right.